Yo, what's up, my people? This is Knowledge coming back to you on the late night. It's been a minute. I haven't been able to get at, well, I haven't got with you guys in a minute because just been busy, and I don't want to get on the camera, man, and just be rambling off and talking about, you know, no topic type of situations, man. But to my YouTube family, associates, subscribers, and followers, I'm back for, you know, a quick knowledge break for y'all, you know what I mean? Still with the music, of course. But in between that, man, life happens, right? And when life happens, you got to take care of life's business. You know, it comes a time when you have to put this shit aside, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, even though I love it, this is my passion, this is what I like to do. You know what I mean? I don't do it for others to see what I'm doing. I don't do it for accolades, anything. I do it to be able to express myself and hopefully let other people know that there are positive outlets that you can do to, you know, help you through your journey, this walk of life. But I'm talking to my brothers and sisters though, for real. And I don't care if it's music, I don't care if it's dance, I don't care if it's lifting weights, I don't care if it's basketball, football, or whatever the fuck extracurricular that you like to do. Once this shit starts to affect your family life, or whatever it is that you do extracurricular starts to affect your family life, you're gonna have to put this shit on hold. There's no way in the world that, you know what I'm saying, I would let this come in between my family. Now let's say, how can that happen? You know, well, a way this could happen is like this. Say, it's some shit I need to fucking pay at the crib. Now, mind you, I'm not making any money doing this. I'm not doing shows and getting paid no guap. I'm not going out of town, and I'm not, you know, motherfuckers don't know my name. I ain't headlining shit. I ain't even fucking really, you know what I'm saying, doing nothing but just doing it extracurricular, and this is my hobby, so I want to spend money on this shit. Okay, when, say, it's some shit that comes up in my family's life, or my family's, or my life that's important to take care of, responsible, and I don't, and I put the money on this shit, and I haven't even showed even to my family that this shit is even going anywhere, then it becomes a problem. This is what I'm saying. Like this. Me having my things that God blessed me with. Outside of the camera shot, I got a lot of things more that you don't see. You know what I mean? I have guitars, I have I have mega records, I have more speakers, more headphones and shit that I could possibly use, you know what I'm saying? But I bought all of this shit, but it didn't sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, my family's well-being as far as things that I need to be paid. I never put a fucking show in front of my family, like, or sitting out all night, late night and shit with the crew trying to fucking do a show. You know what I'm saying? Anything like that. And see, here it is, you know, we got to put our fucking ego aside when it comes to this. We got to put our ego aside when it comes to anything that we like to do. Because, number one, if you're not doing it for the right reason, and if you ain't got things in its proper perspective, 9 times out of 10, I ain't saying that it ain't a percentage point that shit can't happen, but most of the time it won't happen when you got the shit in disarray and out of order. You know what I mean? I don't want shit to happen or blow up for me and I'm doing the shit wrong. You know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna get no satisfaction out of it. What satisfaction would I get out of doing this shit wrong as far as neglecting my fucking family, not taking care of my man responsibilities and putting all my motherfucking resources into this shit? You know what I mean? And nothing comes about it. Or let's say something does come about it in the fucking long run. But now my kids had to suffer through this whole period of time. my wife, or if your lady, your husband had to suffer through a whole pointed period of time until you get your fucking break. And say you get your break, and then your break ain't really what you thought it was. Now you got years off your fucking life that you miss with your family that you can't get back. See, we gotta understand that, you know, and I wrote this down before, that man make clocks, but God control the time. You know, and a lot of things that don't happen for us because we ain't doing it the way that it's written. You know what I mean? It's a certain way. And like I told you, if you believe in God, I am one that does. So am I saint knowledge? No. You know what I'm saying? But I'm getting better. You know what I mean? And there's no way I'll put anything material in front of my family for worldly gain. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that I do that will put that or this in front of them. Because we gotta understand, when it comes down to it, we not living really for this life. After here, you going somewhere. You know, it's not, you know, it ain't gonna be no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you leave here, you going somewhere, and one day you will be standing in front of God, judgment. You know what I'm saying? And He gonna ask you. Because the most important thing for a man to have is his family, and teach him up in the right way. So when, you know, they have man-child, they can grow up and see the way they should go. When they have a woman-child, they can say, I'm like, oh, this is how I want my husband to be. You know, so I can't put shit in front of them. You know what I mean? Never, my advice to y'all, if it's book writing or anything, you know, whatever the case may be, do your passion. Do the things that you like to do. But when it sacrifices your responsibilities, you got to put the shit to the back burner for a minute, y'all. You know what I mean? And that's the reason why I couldn't really fuck with it, when I couldn't really holler at y'all like I needed to, or wanted to. You know, I wanted to get with y'all last week and drop a couple more videos, but shit, real life shit happens. So you have to put shit on hold for a minute and take care of it and do what men do, then get back to it. You know, dreams are what they are. Called dreams for reasons. You know, it's time to fucking wake up though. It's, you know, let's think about this shit for real. It's a fucking billion rappers. It's a billion producers. There's a billion fucking book writers. Yeah, you could be one. I could be one of them that makes it, and it makes mega bucks. I could be one. You can be one. But I'm reminded of what the Bible say. And like I say, I'm not a saint, and I'm not, you know what I mean? But I'm getting better, and I'm getting there. But what does it profit a man to gain the whole world but lose his soul? You know, man, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it for me to put this shit over my family, or using my, you know, or using monies that's supposed to go into the family, into the community chest for the betterment of my family, put them in a better position. And I'm putting it on this, that you really don't even see, I don't even really see the outcome of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Outcome where it's gonna have a profit. What would I look like hanging out all fucking night doing some bullshit ass shows that niggas have downtown, and any city where you go, niggas having some bullshit ass fucking rap concerts or whatever the fuck this shit is that they be doing now. And you know, y'all gotta forgive me because it make me upset, you know what I mean, because I think about it. But there's some bullshit ass shit that niggas go and chase after in a little bitty ass city, or you in a fucking major big ass fucking city, and ain't nobody checking for you, ain't nobody listening to you. It's a million views. What's different about you? You know what I mean? You don't even got a niche. So what makes you different from the next man? You know, it's certain times when motherfuckers need to hang some shit up too. Because if you really ain't doing this shit for the right reason, motherfuckers, just stop doing it. Stop doing this shit, man. Whatever it is, I don't give a fuck what it is. If you doing this shit that you supposedly saying that you doing from your heart, but you really not doing it from your heart, you doing it for the fucking, you doing it for the payoff, then fucking don't do it. Because, especially with music, because then you start to be compromised when you doing shit for this. When you doing it for that, then you start to be compromised. When you start doing, you know, if you good at literature and you start writing and you know, motherfuckers that sell the best. Look at Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson. They're dead now. But one thing I can say about them and why they touched so many people is because they did it their way. Because they never switched up who they were. They was gonna live their life how they saw it. Right or wrong, they were them. And their talent only took them so far, and their talent was great. But the thing that made them stand out above other people, besides their talent, was their individual identity and who they was. The money came. When you start doing this shit for some other alternate methods and ulterior motives, the shit ain't gonna prosper. You're gonna be a flash in the pan if you even hit it. Even if you even get your moment or your 15 moments. So, what does it gain a man to gain the whole world? What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? Man or woman. We ain't quit this shit, man. A lot of time, man, niggas need to quit this shit. I do this music because I love it. I do this music because I like it. I do this music because I'm learning. I'm learning how to doing music make you more cognitive. So it's more of a benefit for me, man, just to do it out of pure love and surround myself with these things that God has given me. And I can share with you all, you know what I'm saying? If I never ever fucking blow up, and it's cool with me. YouTube is good. I can be lit. Shit, I'm all over the world. It's all good, baby. You know what I'm saying? But what are you doing it for? Why are you in this? If you doing anything for the motherfucking profit of some fucking dollars besides your fucking 9 to 5 or some shit you went to school for, nigga, quit it. Anything creative, fucking quit it. Don't do no shit that's, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That goes for a nigga that's 18 to a nigga that's 60. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, nigga, you just gonna have to be like, need a new approach on this shit. But the moment this shit start fucking interfering with my fucking life, as far as raising my kids, taking care of my home, paying my fucking bills, I can't fuck with it no more. I can't fuck with it no more, or I can't fuck with it until that shit is straight again. You know what I'm saying? And there's been time in my life where I put this shit down for like damn 6, 7, 8, 9 months. Walked right past it like it never existed because it was some real pressing shit. If there's anything, I'm talking to motherfuckers that's tied up, got spouses, you know what I'm saying, or got seeds out here. And you can't even fucking be a leader right because you more entrenched in this shit and ain't even going nowhere for you. So follow your dream. Don't let nobody tell you can't do nothing and all that shit. For real. That's honestly real shit. But on the other note, take care of your fucking responsibilities. That's it. Take care of your responsibilities. Because if you don't, your responsibilities take care of you. And if whatever you call your recreational and no shit to be trying to you know, help you get off, you know what I'm saying? If you're looking for a profit or a payoff and this shit ain't coming, then you gonna have to, you know, you gonna have to just sit back and revamp this shit and put it in its proper perspective. You know what I'm saying? And keep it there. This shit is in a proper perspective for me. You know, family first, everything, you know, bullshit to the rear. You know what I'm saying? And this shit right here is right up there. Right next to my family. God, family, you know what I'm saying? And me. And this is part of what I do, nigga. So this is last. Honestly. You know, you can't have this shit on the front if it ain't bringing in that cash, but you doing that shit for yourself. So this knowledge, I'm gonna sign off, baby. Holla at me. One love, and I ain't mean to be like that, but it just need to be said.